Okay, so today we are going to be talking about my TBR, my to-be-read, the books that I plan on reading in the month of June. I am keeping this TBR short because I have been such a mood reader lately that I have been letting you guys down with my TBR. I keep saying I'm going to read things and then I don't because I read what I feel like. So we're keeping it simple. And I'm showing you the books that I definitely plan to at least attempt this month. And then everything else, we're just gonna see what I do. I appreciate how patient you guys have been with me with my many DNFs this last month, 2 months. And I also appreciate how great you guys have been for giving me tips and tricks on how to be an effective mood reader, because apparently that's what I am, which I've never been before. I've always just been able to pick up whatever book I feel like at any point in time, and that's all. That's the whole story, but no more. So first, let me show you, because this month isn't done, the books that I am either currently reading or the books that I plan on still getting to by the end of the month. There's a list. So those books will likely either be in the wrap-up or in the DNF pile by the end of this month. And now let's show you the books that I plan on getting to in June. First, buddy reads. So every month I have 3 buddy reads that I do every month. First, we have my Patreon buddy reads. So my Patreon is where we can do 2 buddy reads every single month with a community of people, including myself, and all the money, all the proceeds from Patreon go straight into our adoption fund. We're working towards adopting someday when the world opens back up again. Hopefully soon. Really, really hopefully soon. The 2 books that we are buddy reading this month, the first one is Children of Time, which is a sci-fi novel that I know nothing about, but I do know that when one of my subscribers sent it to me in the mail, a lot of commenters were very excited about it, and then when I put it in the poll for my Patreon, everybody seemed to want to read it. So we're reading it. And the other book that we're reading is Guards, which I haven't bought yet. But that is a Terry Pratchett book, Discworld series. Apparently there are multiple places that you can start with Discworld, and everybody seemed to want to start with Guards instead of The Color of Magic, which is the one I own, so that's the one we're starting with. I don't know anything about the series other than that it is absurdism, which I don't know how I feel about, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if I like absurdism. Then I have a third buddy read that happens over on my other Discord, not connected to Patreon. Anybody can join, and that's for people that can't or just don't want to join my Patreon. And this month, the book that won the poll is All Systems Red, the first book in the Murder Bot series of novellas. I've owned this book for a while. I've had 2 separate subscribers send me this book. This is a book that I've been wanting to read for a really long time, and now I finally will, and I'm pretty excited about it. Only 3 more books on this TBR. First, we have the book that won the poll for my DNF video. I do seasonal DNF videos talking about all the books that I didn't finish, and at the end of that video, people get to vote which one are you going to pick back up and read to the end and see if you like it. And the one that won the poll was The 13th Child, which I'm pretty okay with because I really didn't have any issue with this book. I just wasn't feeling it. So now I'm gonna see if I will like it to the end. So this follows a girl who is the 13th child, and in this world, in this society, the 13th child is considered cursed, considered very unlucky, and she is the twin to her brother, who is the 7th son of a 7th son, which is considered prosperous and lucky and great. And so there's a lot of stigma on her and a lot of greatness on him. And that's really all I know about it. I didn't get very far into this book before I decided I'm not feeling it. So let's see if I feel it this time around. Then we have my nonfictions. I try to read at least one nonfiction a month. This month I'm reading one that a subscriber just sent me, and that's Cleopatra. This was sent to me by Audra, and this is a nonfiction about Cleopatra and her life, which sounds so interesting, and I can't wait to read it. And for my self-pub book that I'm going to be reading, I try to read at least one self-pub book every single month. And for that, I'm reading Run Into the Fire. I'm just gonna read you the little blurb on the back. It says, "How far will what you believe take you? Will it give you the strength to go all the long way? When you arrive, can you draw on it for courage? And does dragon taste like chicken?" Oh, that's not the end of it, because I also need to draw a book or 2 randomly from my scrapped books, which, if you don't know, you guys are ridiculously generous and continue to send me books that you love and want to see me read. The books that I'm especially excited about and want to get to really soon, I put directly on my TBR, and then the ones that I don't really know much about and wouldn't get to very quickly, I put them in a stack and randomly select from them so that they just don't go unread. They still get a chance. So let's see what I'm randomly gonna select this month. We'll just cut to that clip. That I plan to at least try this month, and we'll just see what else I pick up. There's actually quite a few chunkers in here, so that may be all I read. I don't know, man. I don't know. Thank you for being patient with me while I just read whatever I read. For those of you wondering, the Stormlight Archive buddy read, the happening on my Patreon, is still happening. We're just reading one Stormlight book every other month so that people don't feel pressured to read a 1,000-page brick every single month. Anyway, let me know what books you're the most excited to hear about, what books you want dedicated reviews for. I post videos every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. See you guys again soon. Bye.